Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? So today we're going to be doing the sign of Pisces in the planet Ketu. I just reversed the thing. No, we're going to be doing Ketu in the sign of Pisces, as in the south node of the moon in the sign of Pisces, and what happens when these two energy comes together. Well, what is the sign of Pisces? Sign of Pisces represents your sheer imagination, your intuitions, your connection to the spiritual world, your connection to the spirit world, your connection to the imaginative world that takes you into the fantasy land, and through that you're able to cultivate something very creative in this life. That's what sign of Pisces represents. It's a water sign. It's like deep, the deepest form of water, which is the most spiritual water. Okay. Then you bring Ketu here. Ketu is what? Ketu is spirituality. Ketu is meditation, living the life of a yogi, as in letting go of all the material things and embracing spirituality. It's here to teach you about the spiritual side of your life. So Ketu are the things that you have already mastered in the previous life. So you have a mastery in this life over those things. Like, hey, I can do this. I know how to do these things wherever Ketu is placed, especially the house that Ketu is placed in, more than even the sign. So what happens when these two energies come together? Well, in this creates a bit of a tug of war and a struggle for the native. Like a lot of people think that Ketu in the sign of Pisces becomes very spiritual and very intuitive and very, psyche. No, that only happens if Ketu is connected with the first, 8th, or 12th house. These are the three houses when Ketu is in Pisces that he will be really inclined towards spiritual things. But what happens here, Ketu is here to take you away from the material world. Okay, but you got to remember, Ketu is in Pisces. That means Rahu is in Virgo. Rahu is pushing you towards a very logical kind of life. He's saying that you're going to have to make analytical decision, practical decision, and logical decision. Anytime you go towards Ketu in Pisces, where whichever house it's placed in, and if you have to make any intuitive decision, any creative decision regarding that house, if you want to be imaginative and connect spiritually with that house, Ketu will kind of reject it. Ketu will make you struggle to be intuitive regarding those houses. Like, let's say if a mother is pregnant with Ketu in Pisces in the 5th house, what will happen? This woman, if there's no benefic aspect on Ketu, or if there's no conjunction with Ketu, she will not feel that motherly intuitiveness. Like, oh, I am pregnant and I am, having this child. She will be completely unaware of those feelings, But if there's other planets, then they will completely mold that and make it more spiritual. You see, an aspect, you will learn this especially when my book comes out, Aspects of This Beautiful Light, that aspects really change a significance of a planet to, it doesn't change it to a completely opposite, but it changes its personality to a different section that it represents. Like Ketu represents spirituality, but also detachment. And people do not want to be detached from things. But when there's an aspect of Jupiter or conjunction with Venus, then the spiritual side comes into play. Then creativity becomes spiritual. So what happens is when Ketu is in Pisces in any house, besides the house that I told you, ascendant, the 8th house and the 12th house, there's this struggle of blockage of creativity. There's this blockage of imagination, and there's the struggle to find the psychic intuitiveness towards those houses. But if you want to go into spiritual world, if you have the strong intuition with Ketu in Pisces, then most likely your Ketu is going to be in the ascendant, 8th house or 12th house. That's where they really take over this spiritual and intuitive power. Okay, but again, you can have Ketu in any house and you can be a psychic, because 12th house and 12th lord and planet aspecting the 12th house will also bring about those qualities. So it's not just Ketu's responsibility regarding spiritual world, it's Jupiter as well who does this. But Ketu is here to teach you that, hey, you're going to have to be logical in this life. You're going to have to take logical, analytical, and critical decisions. You can no longer rely on your intuitiveness. Oh yeah, I'll let my imagination take place. No, that will bring you more failure than success. So this is where that tug of war comes in, because people think that Ketu being in Pisces is like Ketu being in 12th house, which is two different things. It's just the energy of 12th house is in Pisces, but the 12th house is 12th house. So when Ketu is in 12th house in the sign of Pisces, you can be one of the most intuitive people out there. You can access other dimensions, other beings, and really go towards a spiritual sattvic lifestyle. But other than that, or in the 8th house, you can be a contactee of the spirit world and ghosts. Okay, experience all these, esoteric and really profound spiritual things in your life. And in the ascendant, which is your life, which is your physical being, then Ketu will make you detached from every other aspect of your life, because your first house controls every other house. So besides these three houses, it really becomes a struggle to intuitively work towards that house. To have any kind of imagination or intuition will be a struggle. But remember, conjunction and aspects will always change that about Ketu. Okay, so guys, this is my analysis and intuition of Ketu in the sign of Pisces. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below, because starting Monday we're going to be doing sun through signs. And if you want to know where your Ketu is placed and what conjunction and aspects it's receiving, check out the links below. Check out my books there, Astrology at the Speed of Light and Conjunctions at the Speed of Light. And when you get these books, I will send you the link to look at your own chart. Just make sure you follow the directions below at the page. Okay, so we'll see you otherwise tomorrow or some other day with some cool new video. Bye bye.